Today I'm going to attempt something that I've been wanting to do for over a year. Spend the whole day in Animal Kingdom and take all the art classes at the Animation Experience. We'll be drawing some favourite Lion King characters and I'll share some tips from the Disney animators along the way. I entered the park around 9 AM with this beautiful view of the Tree of Life. My first task is to get over to Rafiki's Planet Watch by 10 AM for the first class. Rafiki's Planet Watch is the furthest point from the entrance of the park, and I'll need to catch the train to get there. I walked through Discovery Island, through Africa, and over to the Harambe station of the Wildlife Express. The first train is at 9:30 AM, which should get me to the Animation Experience in time for the first class.
You can learn to draw your favorite Disney characters, inspired by live animals.
We've arrived at Conservation Station. There's a short trail walk to go. Seeing Timon and Rafiki was a great start to the day.
Are you for the 30-minute drawing class?
I sure am.
All right, right this way for standby.
Awesome, thanks.
There are 9 classes at the Animation Experience at Conservation Station. No matter your skill level, the Disney Animator guides you step by step to draw a popular Disney character. This summer, all of the classes featured Lion King characters to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the movie's release. Let's get into the first class. We're starting off the day with Rafiki. They provide paper with guidelines and a pencil, and there are large clipboards you can use to lean on. I decided to bring my iPad with me today to draw on, so I scanned in the guide paper and imported it into Procreate. Some of the Disney animators said they use Procreate to prep for the classes, which is cool. And I'm really excited to see how my digital drawings turn out.
Pull this down, and again, I just play around with it. Just add that in. And then right on the left side, it's gonna add a couple pieces of fur going in and out, just wisping out to the side, some longer, some bigger strokes out there, some thicker pieces.
Each class lasts about 25 to 30 minutes. Here's the time lapse of my drawing of Rafiki during class 1. It's a really fun and relaxing way to spend part of your day at the park. Let's see what's up next for class 2 at 10:45 AM. We're drawing Mufasa. These classes mix in humor, lots of drawing tips, and some behind the scenes information too.
That is because this is a drawing class, not an erasing class. So we don't have that much time to be drawing, erasing. So what I would like you guys to do is to draw very soft, very light, and then mark it better when you feel it's right. And if you do have a happy accident, that's fine. And on this side, it's gonna be a little bit lower. I'm just gonna take this side and kind of curve. Here we go. And I'm gonna add in some extra details. I don't know if you noticed, but you just drew Mufasa. So that makes you part of the Disney legacy as unpaid, unofficial Disney artist! So give yourself a round. Yes, we did it! Now to commemorate your new title, go ahead and sign your beautiful artwork. And don't forget to put today's date.
Here's my time lapse of Mufasa from class 2. Next up, for class 3 at 11:30 AM, we'll be drawing adult Simba.
Everything you see exists together in a delicate balance.
The vertical line, the 2 horizontal lines in the very beginning, a little bit closer. We'll start with the eyes. I'm going to bring this down. So it's going to come back over and hit the side of that circle. So about halfway between the end of that blue line, and we're going to sign our artwork. And congratulations, we did that together as a team. That's what animation's about, is working together, encouraging each other.
Here's my time lapse of adult Simba. For class 4 at 12:15 PM, we're going to be drawing Nala.
We invite you to become a part of that legacy as our own Disney artists help you learn to sketch characters inspired by the very animals found here at Disney's Animal Kingdom.
And look at this crowd. This is great. Yeah, wow. So are you guys excited? Now the nose itself. Just below that. This is the top edge of the nose. This is the nose leather part we're going to draw. There's the beginning of it. Here's the other side. Over here, let it dip down. We're going to draw this shape that kind of resembles, kind of like a little boomerang.
And here's the time lapse of Nala from this class. It's 12:45 now, and the next class isn't until 1:45, so I'm taking the opportunity for a lunch break. There aren't any restaurants here in Conservation Station, just a couple of vending machines, so I brought some snacks with me. Since I've been sitting down for the classes for a while, I took a walk on the trail to stretch my legs. It was nice to get some fresh air, recharge before the next round of classes. I also had a quick look at the goats in the affection section. You might have seen those before in my trying all of Jenny Nicholson's lame things in Disney World video. Conservation Station has a few exhibits inside too, and there's a vet station where you can see Disney vets giving care to animals. We're back at the animation experience now for the 1:45 p.m. 5th class of the day. We'll be drawing Ed the Hyena.
Since the 1930s, Disney animators have put their pencils to paper in service of the idea that the greatest inspiration often comes from the magic of nature.
Everything you see exists together in a delicate balance.
Okay, we're gonna do this on both sides. Today's date is July the 2nd, 2024.
Here is my time lapse of Ed the Hyena from the class. It's 2:30 p.m. We're on to class 6 with young Simba.
Hello. Before we begin, just a couple of things for you to know.
And have fun to start sketching. Straightening this up. Come on, pull this down. Just keep it nice, light, and messy. I'm even post them online to do a little photo of that.
Here's the time lapse of young Simba. I have drawn this before animation experience, but I didn't do it digitally. Class 7 at 3:15 is Pumbaa.
Broken down his head into kind of this oval shape here. You'll also notice that we have these lines here. These are called guidelines. Guidelines help artists tell where to put things on characters' faces, so that every time we draw the character, every part of their face goes in the right place. But if you want to become much better, I encourage you to keep drawing. Don't stop drawing. The more you draw, the better of an artist you become.
Here's my time lapse of drawing Pumbaa at this class. At 4 p.m, we have the villain Scar. I drew Scar before too at the Festival of the Arts in Epcot earlier this year, but again, not digitally.
I'm gonna be drawing the one and only Scar. Yes! I know, right? Such a shocking revelation. So let's go ahead and spend the next 8 hours drawing each and every strand of fur. You like, draw whatever you love. Because the more you draw, the better you get. And isn't it great you can get better at something while you're enjoying the process?
This is our penultimate class of the day. Here is my time lapse of Scar. This was one of my favorites to draw of the day. And now the final class at 4:45 p.m. We couldn't leave out Timon, so he's our last but not least character of the day.
And she tries to convince him to stay, but it doesn't work out. She even takes a little bit of her mom's spit and mats the hair down on top of his head, and even after a couple of seconds, it stands back up again. So yeah, even that doesn't work. Even his hair disobeys. For many of you, this is your first time drawing Timon. This is Fridgeworthy. It belongs to the fridge at home. Fridge upstairs, fridge downstairs, fridge in the garage, the beer fridge.
This is my final time lapse of Timon. The Disney animators were also kind and friendly during my day at the animation experience. They recommended a couple of great animation resources if anyone wanted to learn more. The Art of Aaron Blaise and the Bancroft Brothers Animation Podcast. I'll link them below. The Disney animators noticed that I was coming back again and again for the classes. I talked with a number of them between classes. At the end of the final class, one of the animators came over to thank me for spending the whole day there taking all the classes and presented me with an artwork they'd drawn. This was such a sweet and special gesture. I'm going to frame it and put it up at home to remind me of this really cool day. It's moments like these that make Disney so magical. All that was left to do now was to get the last train of the day back to Harambe Station and head out. I was surprised at how tired I was by the end, but I suppose concentrating for 9 classes in a day would take it out of you. I can't speak more highly of these art classes. It's a must-do for me. If you get the opportunity to go, you should take it. Thanks for following along on my art adventure today. Who is your favourite character of the day? Let me know, and I'll see you next time.